Hello and welcome to the Hydrogen Hot Rodding podcast for our Patreons. My name is Daniel Donatelli, founder of Secure Supplies Group, and this podcast and set of training information is sponsored by Secure Supplies Group, AG1 and Beam Products. This podcast is the first post in a series of recordings that we will do to explain our point of view on the current state of the industry, and not only how it got to this point, but how we see the future forward, so that it provides guidance for individuals entering the industry and companies that are interested in the technologies and would like to support or cooperate with us. Hello, Hydrogen Hot Rodders and supporters of Secure Supplies Group and products. I thought I would make a few introductions to some of the things that have really helped us in our health and well-being over the last few years. So I will share our sponsors, which are AG1, Do Not Age, and Beam Products. So as this is one of our introductory podcasts, I'll introduce some of those products to you now, and I invite you to research them and start to use them via our link in the description. You'll find a lot of advantages by adding these to your diet and a daily routine. Your health will improve, your well-being will improve, and you'll notice as you research these products, you become much more acute and aware of what's occurring on a daily basis with your diet and your health. I found it took about 3 months to reduce sugar and carbohydrates from my diet. And I still enjoy a lot of great foods, and I still have, carbohydrates and sugar, but it's much lower than what I had before. So instead of like 10 to 20 coffees a day with sugar in it, and a lot of breads and things like that, now I'm on a much more very minimal, like 20 grams of bread and maybe a sweet a day or every second day. But these additions to my diet greatly reversed any heart worries I had, or artery health or vein health. Go through each one, and I'm sure you'll find out what I found out, which is they're just must-haves in your diet. They're like before any other foods. These have to be taken before any other foods, anything else you do, because it will literally start to reverse bad health to good health on the same day. You'll start to immediately calm down and lower blood pressure, and your cells will rehydrate and your acidity will go down. So the first range of products that I'm excited to share is something that's truly transformed my health on a daily level. AG1 is an all-in-one drink with 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients, probiotics, and prebiotics, and enhance nutrients, which overall help the cells with absorption. I think of it as like a nutritional backup, like an insurance, and it basically just makes sure that everything is balanced, good pH, working correctly, able to absorb the vitamins and minerals that I'm putting in, and it's a much more focused approach. So I had 20 jars of vitamins that I was trying to rotate, and I reduced it to like 2, which is fish oil and zinc. Everything else in regards to vitamins and minerals I now take in AG1. I have other supplements which are more focused on DNA and regenerative repair. We'll get into those. Most of those are from donotage.com. What I found was that the various items in AG1 overall taste amazing. It tastes like a blueberry shake or something. It's almost like a bubblegum shake. It's quite delicious. So let's have a look at what's in there. We have acerola cherries, which help boost up our immune system, is packed with vitamin C. I also supplement with sauerkraut every other day, with breakfast or something like that, just to make sure that the vitamin C is taken care of. It has apple, or full apple, which is great for antioxidants and overall well-being and health. It's the type of format where it's not pasteurized or cooked in any way, so it's not like a concentrated sugar. This is just a pure dried out apple, which is freeze dried and powderized into this formula. So you get all the benefits, and you can taste it actually throughout the drink. Ashwagandha root is really something that it just gives you well-being and calmness. It's hard to explain, but when you're feeling calm, you tend not to binge eat and eat the wrong thing. So you're not reaching for sugar as much. You're not trying to get breads to feel better or pastas. For a long time I felt like pasta's just the best because it makes me feel happy, and these sugars make me feel good. That is true, but the problem is that in this modern world, it's hard to find a balance because everything, everywhere you go, is sugar and carbohydrates and breads. So when you have this type of ingredient, you find that suddenly you just don't have that desire anymore. It just goes away. So you're not even wanting bread. You're not even wanting sugar. It's quite remarkable, and that will address the right direction for your health away from diabetes. And those smaller veins, which are in your legs, and tend to have valve failure in your legs, which is a major problem most people don't realize until it's too late. But I was lucky enough to invest in that health check, and I didn't have a problem, but they were able to test the reflex of the valves and tell me that it's like it's dampened by the amount of sugar that I've got in my body, and that's dangerous because if the valve gets damaged, you will get blood in your legs and things like that. So these ingredients, reducing your sugar levels and helping you repair and reinvigorate those natural processes it's just priceless. It has B complex in there, which is amazing for your brain, metabolism, and beetroot, which is also amazing. It's a nitrate improver, so your overall heart and blood circulation will be invigorated. You feel the difference. Bilberry, good for your eyes, good for your vision specifically. Biotin is for skin, hair, nails, and it's noticeable, after, like I said, after about, I don't want to say too short, but as you lower your sugar and as you lower your weight down a bit, it starts to be noticeable because it's starting to have a direct effect daily. So your skin just feels better. It's more elastic. You notice your nails are not having those white mineral marks anymore. They become that beautiful sort of pink and fresh nail color. These ingredients are well researched. This is one of the best products in the world, in my opinion. It's not cheap, but it's pretty directly right on point. Bromelain, it really helps smooth out your digestive juices, so that you're taking away those sugars. It's also a cancer fighter. It's normally found in pineapple or broccoli or things like that, and you can get concentrations from natural ingredients like baby broccoli and stuff like that. But I did that too. If you go and buy baby broccoli to get bromelain, or pineapple stems or baby pineapple, you find out that you're actually doing a lot of work to get that. Like you go buy the pineapple, then you've got to peel it, you've got to take care of it, and you've got to eat it like the same day. It's just far easier to have AG1. You save all that time, and it's the perfect dose per day. It's researched out. It has carrot in there, which is good for your eyes. and it has a variety of citrus bioflavonoids, and it's just another form of vitamin C which just makes all these things more readily absorbable. So in regards to AG1 as a sponsor for what work we're doing in hydrogen, I mean, it's just so important. We work so long hours trying to ensure that we're building and gathering parts and talking to people around the world day and night and all that sort of stuff, that this just boosts up our ability. It gives us that extra, it just takes away our tiredness. We feel fresh, and our sleep is better as well. So in conclusion, it isn't just a drink, it's a daily nutritional backup. It means you don't have to take so many vitamin pills. It's boosting up any missing things in your diet just on a daily basis. So you start with it once a day. Just put a scoop of it in cold water, shake it up, drink it, and you'll find that you don't want to eat anything for a while. You feel satisfied, and then you end up it's a way of reducing how many meals you need in a day. It's great. It's actually amazing. So you don't have to have that morning bread. You don't have to have that morning sugar anymore. So I've put a referral link there. If you subscribe to them and get a trial with them, they'll give you also in addition K3 and K2, a year's supply, and some travel packs, which are also really cool. You can make your own travel packs from the pouches that you get in the kit, but it's nice to have a few travel packs, because I found that I had to go somewhere and I was just like, well, do I want to put this big bag of nutrients in my travel bag and put it through the check-in and everything? And it's just like, no, I just chuck these things in. They just look like tea bags or whatever. But they give me like 5 to 10 days of travel, daily shot, and that's perfect. So let's fuel our bodies the best way is really the message. If you do that, you'll find that your sleep will improve, and the extra ingredients that they have in there, like magnesium, theanine, melatonin, will really help you drift off, sleep better, sleep longer, and help your body through the 4 stages of sleep during the night. It'll just give you overall more peaceful feeling. You just find that it's just calmer, and you just feel like you can approach most subjects more instantly without stress. There's a stress when someone calls you and they want to have a long conversation, and maybe you've got already things planned. Don't seem to have that anymore. It's not that anxiety goes away. It's just like, yeah, I can handle that. Let's go, do it now. Let's have another call, yeah. And that really gives you a competitive advantage, in my opinion. It gives you resilience and ability to act. So AG1, in my opinion, is a must-have. There's a few other must-haves, but AG1 is a real mainstay, and when you go and research the company, you go to their website, use our link, you'll get the yearly supply plus the D3 and K2 and the travel packs in that sort of kit. They give you a really nice box kit to start when you use that link. You get like the water jug and some measuring scoops, and 2 or 3 months of supply. And those, and what you'll find is that I would invite you to let me know how you go with it, really, because I was surprised. I gave, obviously once you get into it and you're enjoying it, you start to research their website, you start to realize like what they've done, and the fact that they've employed sport nutritionists and scientists to evaluate the performance and the ingredients more precisely, and the quality of the ingredients is the other thing, the consistency of the ingredients, the way that they're approaching the freeze drying and the nano part of the ingredients is quite unique. And so what I found is when I had the subscription, I was one bag's about a month and a half, really. It's about 30 days, they say, but it worked out to be about a month and a half the way I was taking it. So you get two bags, and you get another 2 bags, and then what I found was like I was getting more bags than I needed. So I just started to say, well, look, here, mum, here, dad, here, brother, here, sister, try this.
And then they're like, do you have more? Can I keep the extra bag? I'm like, no. So it's good. It's good stuff. So have a shot. Try to order some via our link to give us a bit of support. They're sponsoring the channel, which is really amazing. It's a massive help to us. And we'll go on to talk about the other two products which we've allowed to sponsor us, and that will be Do Not Age, which is focusing on university level life extension, meaning that they've proven out some studies on resveratrol, NMN, berberine, and a few other things, and I'll go into that in the next post. And then the other one is Beam products, which is just another advanced version of adding melatonin. Melatonin is becoming restricted in some places, so the reason that we see these sort of melatonin drinks, like a bedtime drink with melatonin in it, and so you have your hot milk. Well, now it's hot milk with melatonin, so you get a nice, smooth sleep. And because they're making these chocolate drinks and flavoured drinks without sugars, it's keeping melatonin available to the public. We can get these melatonin drinks now, and so Beam products is another one that I added to my diet, because if you're reducing your sleep down to 6 hours a night, which I do, sometimes less, which is silly, but if it's 6 hours a night, you better make sure those 6 hours are a strong, full sleep. So that's why I do that, and it made a difference. Instead of thinking I didn't get enough sleep, or it wasn't a good sleep, I don't have that anymore. So we'll go into these things, and thanks for listening to this section, and I'll get on to the Do Not Age description now for you. And I'm putting most of this into the first podcast because I think it's important, rather than just repeat it all through there. I think most people will listen to the first one. Picture this: a world where aging isn't a burden but an opportunity. That's the vision of DoNotAge.org. They've created a lineup of cutting-edge supplements designed to extend your lifespan. Let's explore some of those. A lot of the work was based and is based on David Sinclair's work. In the range, the number one hero is NMN, TMG, and more. Our first, NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, is like a cellular superhero. It boosts your NAD+ levels, which is key to energy, DNA repair, and longevity. DNA repair is something that's only become available to the public in the last 5 years, 10 years. The amount of work and research and understanding that's going on about this particular area is just amazing. So we can repair damage, we can repair DNA, we can slow down aging, and some people believe reverse aging. So NMN is a key component as a supplement to enable that DNA repair. TMG, trimethylglycine, is a sidekick that supports NAD+ production. It's like a Batman and Robin type of situation where they work hand in hand. So you really want to take your TMG the day before, the night before, and then in the morning I normally have NMN, resveratrol, and Cert6. Another part of this which I take every second day is glycine and NAC, which is often considered another elixir of youth. These capsules are like sips from a fountain of youth. They're repairing your DNA. It supports protein formation and brain health, and fights oxidative stress and boosts your immunity. NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide. NMN is a precursor to NAD+, which is nicotinamide adenine-dinucleotide, a crucial molecular process in our cells. NAD+ plays a central role in energy production, NAD repair, and cellular communication. As we age, NAD+ levels decline, affecting our overall health and longevity. NMN supplementation using Do Not Age products aims to boost NAD+ levels by providing the building blocks needed for this synthesis of these processes. By simply adding 2 capsules a day of NMN and TMG, you stop, slow, and reverse this damage. It is quite remarkable to think that you can pause the aging process and possibly start to reverse it. TMG, trimethylglycine, TMG, also known as a betanine, consists of 3 methyl groups attached to the glycine. The body produces TMG naturally and is found in certain foods like beets. The health benefits of TMG as a precursor to NAD+ include high athletic performance, supports physical endurance, liver health, and maintaining liver repair and healthy liver. Insulin regulation supports stable blood sugar levels and reduces diabetes effects. Methylation, which is very, very important for all methyl groups, which you can get a methyl test to see the status of your body for upper, lower gut, mind, and heart. TMG replenishes the methyl groups used by NMN and thus creates a very strong, healthy DNA cycle. NMN introduced NAD+ production relies on methylation, which TMG supports. Together, NMN and TMG activate an anti-aging process and promotes longevity. So 2 and 6, or what we call SIRT6, is part of a SIRT group of DNA health promoting and repair promoting SIRTs. Often we'll find SIRT4 and SIRT6 are major components in DNA repair. SIRT6 is so 2 and 6 and is a fascinating protein with multiple roles related to the aging and cellular health. So let's dive a little bit into the details. The function of SIRT6 is a member of the sirtuin family, which I've described, which includes enzymes and enzymes with deacetylase and mono-ADP ribotransferase activities. These activities promote, repair, and build DNA. It acts as a chromatin-associated protein, regulating various cell functions which include DNA repair. The molecular pathways of DNA repair using SIRT6 works by maintaining a genomic stability, or basically a good growth and repair environment. The telomere maintenance it contributes to helps telomere health, which is crucial for life and cell longevity. Glycolysis SIRT6 influences the gliotic processes. Inflammation is also controlled and influenced by SIRT6 pathways. Improving inflammation control. It's important to know that if you have a SIRT6 dysfunction, meaning you're lacking in SIRT6, it can lead to aging. So by ensuring you're supplementing it with an active and valid SIRT6 is vital. It's a critical player in cellular health and your personal longevity. SIRT6 is like a multitasking cellular superhero. It will ensure that your DNA has what it needs to repair the telomeres and stop them shortening, which is equivalent to life expectancy. So let's now talk about resveratrol. What is resveratrol? What is its main function? Resveratrol is often found in red wine, grapes, tomatoes, and a lot of people are aware of it at this stage, but its main function is as a protective layer. So it introduces a stress mechanism which causes your body to self-protect its cells. So it's protecting the cells in a new way when it gets triggered by the resveratrol consumption. You simply can't drink a lot of red wine and blueberries, etc., to get enough resveratrol. If you're doing that, you have to stay on a very strict routine. By taking a pure, high-quality resveratrol supplement at the right times in a yogurt or a fatty oil, it will be absorbed directly and trigger your cells to be on a defensive status. So it's a natural antioxidant found in grapes, red wine, and some fruits. It's like a cellular superhero, protecting your body in multiple ways. We like to think of it as a saran wrap for your cells, an extra layer of defense against harmful compounds. It directly helps your brain and heart health, as resveratrol acts as an anti-inflammatory agent and makes the cells shield themselves from damage. It protects by providing a lining for blood vessels, potentially preserving memory, brain function, and preventing heart disease and strokes. It's particularly good at cholesterol management. Resveratrol supports multiple systems in your body to keep cholesterol at bay. It's a good addition to a diet which is rich in antioxidant foods like resveratrol, and promotes high levels of HDL or good cholesterol and low levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, in addition to helping the cells lining and stopping plaque inflammation. It's basically aiding your body's armor to be triggered against disease and inflammation. So it's a really good addition to your morning routine. So our resveratrol supplements from DoNotAge.org are outstanding. The NMN, resveratrol, and SIRT6 products should be refrigerated to make sure that they stay at optimum performance. They're easy to take with a mild to zero taste. I normally take mine with yogurt in the morning. And again, it's just something you feel it helps overall
these things help lower your anxiety and stress because your body just goes into a healthy space. In addition to those basic Cert6, resveratrol, NMN, and NAD+, and NAC and glycine, I also take the D2 and D3 and the K2 magnesium supplement. These are just a booster to help cell growth and stability. So overall, I can only say I'm overly amazed by what these various products taken on a daily routine have done to my health. I mean, it's totally made me relaxed, calm, and reversed a lot of my sugar levels and completely balanced my methyl chronic key point indicators. So it doesn't mean much if you never ever test yourself, but if you trust in the fact that if you're on a heavy food diet, you need to stop that, and if you're on and put in the right things, and then you'll find that your body responds by saying you're not so hungry now, and that gives you the opportunity to make some healthy choices. If you're on a lean diet because you're saving money or you don't have much food or whatever, then these are a must-have because they will make you feel not hungry, and they will make you feel a lot stronger because you're giving your body what it needs. So definitely resveratrol, Cert6, NMN in the morning. Get your D3, K2 magnesium in the evening, and take your NAD plus and TMG in the evening. If you've got your AG1 in the morning, you're really making a massive change to your body's health. It's just getting the right ingredients. And so, chicken nuggets and burgers and Coke will not provide this to your body. So don't be, living on junk foods. Don't be living on sugars and breads and pastas. They just don't have enough in them. There's just not enough things in them to help your body recover or be strong or repair itself. So I'll just do a quick cover now on the Beam and Dream chocolate drink products, which we just use, I'd say every second or third day. And basically what I do sometimes is I'll mix cocoa into my yogurt with my supplements, or I'll use cocoa with yogurt as a sweet. It's a non-sweet sweet for evenings. And the reason I did that before I started taking these supplements, was that cocoa, especially raw natural cocoa, is one of the few things, along with seaweeds, that activates Cert4 and Cert6, which is DNA repair. So the good news is if you have a lot of raw cocoa in your day or your week, that's helping you. So graduating to a cocoa and a melatonin mixture was a natural progression for me, because I was having cocoa milk drinks and yogurts before sleep. I was putting cocoa on any sort of ice cream that I had, and then now I've just slowed down the sugar part of it, and I'm just having these cocoa melatonins. I could buy melatonin, and then it became more of a restricted product because everybody's importing it, and so I've joined the two together, and now I have a cocoa melatonin drink. And so I'll put the links for the Dream products there as well, and I hope you support this channel. I mean, we are focused on hydrogen hot rodding and hydrogen and green energy and fuels, but our sponsors are pretty cool. I mean, these sponsors of AG1, Do Not Age, and Beam products, these are health lifespan
products. These are something I'm very proud to have on the channel. I use and have used these products for a long time before I decided to put these ads on this channel. And I believe that from my experiences with staff and family and etc., that they will help you be healthier. They will help fix some problems you might be having with your general body's diseases or decay or inflammation. So, you know, I truly believe that it's a benefit for you to learn about these things through my channel. And I have put this in the primary podcast because it's too long to incorporate into all the subsequent podcasts. It's too off topic. But I will mention them from time to time and then refer you back to this initial podcast. So I hope you've all enjoyed this little bit of extra information, which is kind of like a bonus. It's a little bit out there. But do explore these products. Do please use our links to buy some products. It's like everything. When you buy something and you have it on your desk, you start to learn about it, you start to taste it, you start to understand what it's doing and how it works, and you experience what it does. And then you find ways to not only improve yourself with it, but work out like what else you need or what you're missing. And in my experience, AG1 with the Do Not Age products, and now with the cacao melatonin drinks, it's a perfect set of products. I've reduced my food intake a lot. I'm not having to rush out and grab lunch and randomly buy things and regret it later. It gives you a calmness about what you're eating and when you need to eat. And in fact, the only thing I worry about is when I run out of these things. Like, better make sure I have more of it, and I better keep it in there, because if there's some sort of problem in the world where we can't get foods, these are the ideal supplements to have, because you don't need to consume so many foods to get these benefits. They're like supercharged, focused ingredients for your body. So it takes away that stress too. You don't have to overstock. You don't have to have a lot of foods which are not going to help you in the house. You just need to have a lot of these things that will support, your meat intake, your protein intake, your fish, your chicken, your beef, your lamb, and you can back off some of the vegetables, because you still should have your broccolis and your pineapples and your other fruits that you'll enjoy, but you don't need to have so much salads and stuff, which is also where you lose a lot of your money in the perishables. And they often have a lot of pesticides on them. Even the berries you buy and things, they'll have a lot of fungicides and stuff on them. So having an organic product range like this, which is concentrated, and in a formula which is like a daily dose, which is recommended, I think it's really, really changed my life in my health, understanding of my health, and basic general aging. I feel like there's so many things I could list, but it's just your eyesight clears up, you feel less tired, your skin clears up, you feel like you sleep better, you have more energy. It's just obvious. I mean, energy is crazy. You don't have any of that heavy duty tired feeling. Is just not existent, doesn't exist. And I only sleep 6 hours. So anyway, that's all for today, and I hope you have a great old time there, and you enjoy the rest of the podcast, which will be more focused on hydrogen and hot rodding and energy storage and advances in technologies. Have a great day, guys.